Halo, kok main sendiri? Enggak sih, enggak main sendiri ini. Kita main bareng ya, Merge Velas. Oke kak, terima kasih disemangati nih saya. Halo Mailita Purnamasari.
So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. They do appear, Jim Beglin, to be going with a 5-3-2 formation.
Well, it's an attempt, Peter, to put a solid bedrock in place and negotiate the game from there. If they can absorb what comes towards their box in the early stages, then the midfield can begin looking for more of the possession and can start thinking about a more probing influence on the contest. It all depends on keeping their goal intact, so they won't have to open up and indulge in taking risks at the other end.
Underway. Olise. And here's Cavani. Now it's Mbappe. He's tried one! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Header just off target,
and he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Broadhead. Davis. Now Cajuste. Hutchinson. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Olise. Hurst. Morsi. Broadhead. Now Cajuste. Davis. Broadhead. Now this could be a chance. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Davis. Milan are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Davis. Broadhead. Twansebe. That is good, super running, sharp movement, came up against a defender though who was ever so determined.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Davis. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Olise is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Van Dijk. And Sanchez. Nuno Mendes. Ipswich applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because It has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Morsi. Chaplin. Broadhead. He's played it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, and he's through the middle. Can he finish? Goal, man! That is how you do it. A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Driving through the middle. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Caicedo. Nuno Mendes. And here's Mbappe.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mendes, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Mbappe. Tuanzebe. Broadhead. Hurst. Chaplin. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Alexander-Arnold, Sanchez, Van Dijk, and the whistle goes for half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here, the game still up for grabs, and the half-time score 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Milan head in, having made the crucial breakthrough, and to that end there is a degree of satisfaction there. The lead by no means decisive yet, but so far so good. 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Milan carrying a 1-goal lead. Davis. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nuno Mendes. Sanchez. Now it's Cavani. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Hutchinson. And the ball is out of play. Caicedo. And Alexander-Arnold. Olise. Milan just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Alexander-Arnold. Distributed tidily. It's Cavani! And yes, it's there! And that is his 50th goal for this, his current club. Beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.314 spettatori.
Stood up well to him there. Caicedo, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Hutchinson. Chaplin.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Caicedo. Mbappe. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Olise. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's nice. Mbappe! Right from the top draw, and surely that settles it. He just absolutely speared that in.
Was it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such aplomb.
Ipswich choosing to make the first change.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Van Dijk. Milan have scored 2 quick goals here. Olise. More and more pressure on the ball here. Sanchez. Caicedo. And Mendes. Mbappe. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Ipswich finding their passes. Plenty to aim at here. Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Numero 23.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. He got amongst the goals here, and now he takes his leave.
Sostituzione
Look,
per
you
il
can only
Milan.
give your all, and he's
Numero
delivered in that
22.
regard, and I think the
Lascia
manager
il
has
campo per il
probably just spotted
numero
now a little
25.
tiredness creeping in,
Attenzione, un
and, you know, if
cambio.
that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
So, is this the start of a comeback? And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And back to the goalkeeper. Caicedo. Olise. Sanchez. For Olise. Sanchez. And it's Van Dijk. For Olise. Nuno Mendes. Now Van Dijk. And Mendes. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Cajuste. Hutchinson. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Mbappe! Mbappe unable to make it happen for
Ci
all
saranno
his good
3 minuti di
intentions.
recupero.
And the number on the board is 3. Goulet for Olise. Alexander-Arnold, who's set up 1 goal so far. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Cavani picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Signore e signori, attenzione, il papà
Well, that's
del
it for
bambino
tonight's
che
match,
indossa
so
un
it just
marsupio
remains for me to
nero e
thank Jim
blu.
Beglin alongside me,
Contatti subito il
and to
più
wish you
vicino
all
membro dello
a
staff.
very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. I'm delighted to have him on board.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground.
And this is now today's lineup.
So Jim, tell me this, who are you
Number
looking
one,
for in particular here?
Vicario.
It's hard not to be
Number
impressed
4,
with this guy, Pape
Danzo.
Sarr. He's really developing his
Number
game as a
37,
mobile midfielder,
Van de Ven.
box to box. He likes to
Number
get about the
23,
pitch. But I
Pedro
think the one
Porro.
thing that he's got to now begin adding to his game is finding a finish, getting on the end of things. And if he can do that, his game is going to step up a level.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. And that gets things running.
Udogi. Tell. Gray. Tell.
Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Milan are looking to go forward now. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Cavani. Gray cuts out the pass.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision.
And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's burst through. It's Cavani!
Johnson. Gray. It's Bentancur.
He's got tall. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
He's had a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Van Dijk. That has not gone well. And here's Solanke. Oh, that was vital. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Milan looking to pass their way through. Big chance! Not now the finish!
Sarr.
Played out to the left flank. Tottenham upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Johnson.
Pedro Porro, who played through for the wide man.
Gray.
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. And it's been taken short. Heads it! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Tell plays it short. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that should get the job done. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Solanke is flagged offside.
Danso. Van de Ven. It's Bentancur.
And here's Mbappe. That looks a cracking ball. Cavani. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cleared away.
Sarr.
He's had it taken off him. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Nuno Mendes. He's looking wide. Mendes is in a really good position out wide. Mendes just loves to go forward whenever he can. Solanke, and he's gone backward here. Can he put it away? Goal! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Johnson! Johnson!
Tottenham are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
That's a good ball out wide.
Tell.
This is the time you need that pace.
Less said about that pass, the better. And we've reached half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
And just a quick reminder,
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Alexander-Arnold.
Goes short.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nuno Mendes. Header! He will be livid with himself.
Udogi.
He's gone forward. He's found a way past. Tell. Bentancur. Gray. Now Pedro Porro. Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Caicedo.
He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
Tries his luck! It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Cavani certainly showed brilliant imagination there to take on such a high tower of skill.
Milan still chasing a one-goal deficit here.
Saw.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Saw. Gray.
The attendance for this match
With
was
finesse.
71,898.
Positioning was spot on. Solanke. Pedro Porro. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Nuno Mendes. Van Dijk. And Sanchez. Olise. And Mendes. Oh, that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Substitution
Yeah, they've
on
gone
the
for
field.
more energy up front.
Number
This is a
11.
clear message, Peter.
Tell. Coming on to replace him is number
Milan
7.
are, of course, in a position to
Heung-min.
go to the bench should the need
Substitution.
arise. Danso. Van de Ven. Son Heung-min. He's looking to set free a runner. Goulet. Alexander-Arnold. Pinches it off him. Mbappe. Big chance! They've scored! There seemed no way back, but they are level. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Substitution on the field. Number 30.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn
Coming
to their
on the
benches.
field is number
Milan
8.
grab the equaliser,
Bissouma.
and we're all square.
Substitutions taking place.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And that could set him on his way.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Van Dijk. Milan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Spread neatly. Mbappe. And Aslani. Mbappe has it out wide and in space. And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, that is a nice touch. Shot could be on. There's the hit!
Saw.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Substitution on the field. Number 22. Johnson. Coming on to replace him
Look,
is
there has to be more urgency
number
here. The ball
21,
has to get to the other end much
Kulusevski.
faster.
Mbappe. He's got away. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Goulet. Now it's Mbappe. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked
After
finish.
90
It looked like he was
minutes,
going to be shut down, but he
number
thrives
7,
in situations like that.
Phil Foden.
Milan complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
And through to the goalkeeper.
Alexander-Arnold. And Aslani.
Alexander-Arnold. And time is up. Milan have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter,
Hello,
so credit
attendees,
where it's
this
due.
is
They
a
found a
lost
way to win
children's
it, and they
announcement.
can take great
Would the father
satisfaction
of a
from
boy in a blue
never
hat
losing that
kindly
focus.
make his way to the information centre.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing, certainly up for this one. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Underway. And it's Cavani. Caicedo.
Alexander-Arnold.
Olise makes the interception. And Mendes. And here's Mbappe. And he shot at goal! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Milan make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Caicedo. Out to the left it goes. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Gets his head to it! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Mbappe delivering the goods as expected.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Caicedo. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Milan are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Rams are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now. That's going in strongly.
Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Kipre. Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts.
And that could set him on his way.
Caicedo. Olise.
Is always looking to play quality balls. Approaching the half-hour mark. Nice bit of trickery.
Olise.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Alexander-Arnold.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence.
Ito.
That is a great pick out. Oh, well played, well played.
Olise.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover. Milan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Nuno Mendes. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Olise! Tries to get it clear.
Ito.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he latch on to this?
And here's Mbappe.
Danger averted for now. Milan have reclaimed it.
Sanchez.
Steaming on goalwards. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. It's a good run down the
Ci sarà
left-hand
un minuto
side.
di recupero.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Olise. And here's Mbappe.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Milan, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Ito.
And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Cavani. And that's really well manoeuvred.
This is what good chemistry is.
Oh, smashing header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Chance for Ito!
Oh, really well played.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. They've played it short. Well, that is one way to stop him. Milan are looking to go forward now.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and a lad ambitious and adventurous too. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
L'affluenza di
So, Jim, what are
quest'oggi
you
è di
thinking? They're ahead, but
80.314
They're not
spettatori.
playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's cover, he's had a shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 18.
So, time for
Cavani.
changes on both sides,
Lascia il
actually.
campo per il numero 7. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Alexander-Arnold really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Kipre. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Good running, strong and purposeful. Can he put it away? He's hit it first time.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
Ito.
That's a smashing touch to get him away. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Foden. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Now it's Foden. And that's been drilled in.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Kipre. It's a good run down the right. Chance for Ito. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 22.
Sides then taking
Viene
this chance to
sostituito con
turn
il
to their benches.
Numero 25. Cambio di giocatori.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Nuno Mendes. Foden chasing after it. Kipre. Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Milan still ahead by the game's only goal. Alexander-Arnold. That's a lovely, neat pass. Goulet. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Just 5 minutes left. Now that's well seen too.
Stade de Reims have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Spread neatly. That is good alertness. I think we're just about done here. Sanchez. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of
Hello,
a match that
everybody,
will
and
really
welcome
get the
to
juices
today's
flowing.
match.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Everyone,
Hi everyone,
please welcome
and
our
thanks
players
Peter,
to the
it's
field.
great to be on board.
This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus.
And this is now today's lineup.
Jim, who do you pick out as the
Number
telling
one.
individual today?
Victoria.
Well, I think it has to be Rodrigo Bentancur,
Danzo.
Peter. I think when you look at that
Number
midfield,
37,
he can have a
Van de
critical
Ven.
role in terms of
Number 23,
developing his game and adding
Pedro
goals
Porro.
to those midfield runs. He hasn't done that enough so far, but that's what he needs to add. And he'll keep making those runs and get into the opposition box undetected. He has to now start finishing them off better.
Okay, interesting. So that's got things underway. Bentancur.
Tell.
Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Gives it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Caicedo. Nuno Mendes. And Alexander-Arnold. And Caicedo.
Alexander-Arnold. And there's the hit! He's scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The goal scorer for Milan.
Well, was he ever
After
going to miss
9
that?
minutes
Of
is
course he wasn't.
Number
Mbappe
10.
really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0.
Caicedo.
Stood up well to him there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Nuno Mendes. And Sanchez. Alexander-Arnold.
Oh, this looks sharp.
Pedro Porro cuts it out. Mbappe
Is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Gray. Now Pedro Porro. Johnson.
The fullback is in acres of space here.
Sanchez gets it away.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Spread neatly. Cleared away.
Nicely spread.
Crossed in again. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given.
Alexander-Arnold. Now Van Dijk. And Caicedo. Nuno Mendes. And here's Mbappe. Vicario can pick that up. Pedro Porro. Johnson. Pedro Porro. Bentancur.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cavani.
And Alexander-Arnold.
Has a look and plays it forward.
And he cuts out the supply. Johnson. Gray. Johnson.
Pedro Porro looking to run onto it. And that's gone loose.
Mendes.
Defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That's a sharp pass.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
And that should get the job done. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Gray. Now Van de Ven. Udogi.
Oh, played through for the wide man.
That has been knocked clear. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
There's the whistle for half-time.
Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Milan
Everyone,
lead
please
half-time
welcome
with
to
a
the field
slender
our
one-goal lead.
players.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Caicedo.
Climbs up big! He will be livid with himself.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Bentancur. Udogi. Sarr. Tell. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Tell.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Van de Ven. Now Pedro Porro. Johnson. Bentancur. Oh, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Caicedo. Milan are ahead here by what is still the only goal. And Caicedo. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Caicedo. Olise.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
So we've reached the hour mark. Alexander-Arnold. Incoming cross. He rises! It's in! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Edinson Cavani!
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Number 11.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Sarr with the foul. Cavani. Caicedo being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Alexander-Arnold goes short. Muscular approach does pay off here. Tottenham have the chance to go the other way. Van de Ven. Udogi. And here's Son Heung-min. That's been cut out, well played. Van Dijk. And Mendes. Olise. Sanchez. And it's Van Dijk. Getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Caicedo. Olise. And it's Cavani. Udogi.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
No luck with that dink over the top. Into the last quarter of an hour. Johnson. Gray. Sarr. And here's Solanke. Alexander-Arnold deals with that comfortably. Gray. Alexander-Arnold has created one goal already. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Sanchez.
Cavani. Danso gets a foot in here. Van Dijk. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Van Dijk. Sanchez. Caicedo. And Alexander-Arnold. Can he latch on to this? That's a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, Solanke. Number 22, Johnson. Number 30, Bentancur. Coming on the field, number 9,
Sarr.
Richarlison.
Communication breakdown there, it seems.
Number 21, Kulusevski. Number 8,
Van Dijk.
Bissouma.
And there goes the final whistle. Milan can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
A bit of couple, Jim, isn't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop of fullbacks who played as a withdrawn winger.
He's had some wow moments along the way.
He excels.
looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, it could be a disguise, Peter, for something else. And that five at the back can easily produce wing-backs. If that's the case, I think, it might end up a three at times. Admittedly, though, if they do play deeper and in line with the centre-backs, then we can take it that they don't really want to give much away. That'll be foremost in their minds. But essentially, it depends on the two wide players in that defence. If they push on a little bit more, we could see something very different.
So it's away we go then. Surlot. Now it's Mbappe. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. A good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, that's fabulous. And here's Mbappe. Lovely bit of skill. And he's only too happy to take that back. Alexander-Arnold. Surlot. Zaragoza. It's an inviting looking ball that. Jimenez cuts out the pass. Van Dijk. Milan controlling the possession in this early phase. Jimenez. And Alexander-Arnold. Ashlani. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. More and more pressure on the ball here. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Roberto Carlos is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Now it's Mbappe. And now they can clear their lines. That's good play. It hits one! Goal! Milan!
Milan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score, which the ball was recovered.
Numero 22.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Milan are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. He's going for goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt at least.
Jimenez. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Goulet, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Budimir is herring after that one. Goulet. It's Van Dijk. Jimenez. Solot. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Zaragoza did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pamplona deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Goulet. Not Solot. A lot of space. There's the hit! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
You can only admire his attitude with the determination he found to get close.
Pinches it off him. Goulet. Jimenez. Roberto Carlos, very much a man of this moment. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Milan are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Roberto Carlos. And Akanji. And the volley. Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision.
Zaragoza. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Aslani. And here's Mbappe.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Has a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And there's the end of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Milan leading 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Zaragoza. He was under real pressure there. He's had a hit! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Roberto Carlos. Aslani. And it's Roberto Carlos. That's a sharp pass. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Played out to the right. Passing is crisp and sharp. Milan just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Goulet, Aslani, Akanji, and Aslani, Akanji, and Goulet, Van Dijk, Goulet, and here's Mbappe. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's gone direct. It's anyone's ball now. In with a header! Oh, taken with style. And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Budimir. Now, can he find a finish? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Sorloth. Roberto Carlos proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Jimenez. And it's Roberto Carlos. And Goulet. Akanji. And it's Jimenez. Oh, and they're quick to... Oh, he's been caught napping! Just the goalkeeper to... Can he finish? It's there!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Ha segnato al 73esimo minuto numero 17.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. Half an hour gone in the second half. Up he goes!
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Gets his pass away. Mbappe! Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Mbappe. Surlot. Great work on the overlap. Zaragoza with the clearance. Milan moments now away from seeing this one out. Budimir.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition.
Milan certainly don't need to overcommit now.
Il
Their
quarto uomo
priority
indica 2
lies
minuti
further
di
back.
recupero.
Roberto Carlos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Zaragoza. And that will be it. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment. Surlot picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, it's just a case of reality striking, Peter. One side, through their quality, almost obliged to win it, and like in 99% of cases, this is what happened.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Oke, halo bolo. Oke. Main Liga eFootball. Satu pertandingan ya, satu pertandingan saja. Habis ini saya off kan untuk live streamingnya. Ini untuk updatean terbaru dari eFootball. Saya cuma dapat Roberto Carlos. Oke, udah dapat lawan nih. Oh, saya langsung divisi 4 ternyata. Untuk yang kemarin saya cuma sampai di divisi 2. Oke, masih mencoba menghubungkan. Oke, next. Ini masih menunggu tim lawan meracik formasi. Tim lawan ada Gerard Pique juga ya. Coba cek informasi lawan. Oh iya, dia dapat Gerard Pique, backnya pandai, dapat Beckham, namanya Amal. Oke, tim lawan sudah siap.
Milan take up their starting position ahead of what will be another manic dash towards the finish line. A finish line beyond which lies pastures substantially greener, substantially more fertile, substantially more lucrative. They really do want to get off to a flyer here. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. We have already started here. Alexander-Arnold looking to hit the byline here.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Are looking to go forward now.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
Been a couple, Jim, haven't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop of fullbacks who played as a withdrawn winger.
He's had some wow moments along the way.
He excels.
Good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. Milan controlling the possession in this early phase. Now that's well seen too. Ashlani. Now it's Mbappe. Just the kick. Mbappe!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, easy pickings there. That's a deception. His positioning was spot on. That's a good run down the left. Couler. And he cuts out the supply. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Cavani. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Rashford. Cleared without hesitation. Just eases him off the ball. Cavani! Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here. There's the shot! He's scored!
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for...
It's Cavani! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Yamal. And here's Cavani. Cavani! Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense
Well, that's an inviting ball. That is good alertness. Milan are one down despite having the better chances here. 30 minutes gone. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Surlot. Oh, here's a chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. In with a header! Johor Darul Tazim have the chance to go the other way. Alexander-Arnold, can he latch on to this? He gets big! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Tries to think it through. That's a shade optimistic. Time and again they are repelled. And he's on a charge. All the way through, so back. Solid!
Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Surlot. 5 minutes till the break. Mbappe. Yamal kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Aslani. Couler. Roberto Carlos. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Opts to play it back. Chance to finish. That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
This possibly the last play of the half. Alexander-Arnold getting this one clear. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Rashford. Surlot. And that's surely a foul. Free kick. Now he's off and running. Couler. Hernandez. Neuer hunts it upfield. Roberto Carlos. Oh, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Alexander-Arnold can get it clear.
Milan making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Akanji. Milan looking to pass their way through. Alexander-Arnold makes the interception.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Communication breakdown there, it seems.
80.953 spettatori.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Your impressions so far, Jim?
Milan are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Couler gets his pass away. Solid! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Now then, the ball's come loose. Milan claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero
Milan
22.
get their
Viene
fourth corner.
sostituito con il numero 14. Ribery.
Terrific header! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Alexander-Arnold. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening.
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort.
Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. And with that goal comes comfort. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Johor Darul Tazim are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Shot a goal! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. Milan really could have done without this.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 25. Numero 21.
To further improve their position of comfort.
Il numero 9. Il numero 4.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
A case now of complete control.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Pass is just off target. Mbappe chasing after it. And it's Beckham. That looks a good ball through. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
He's had it nicked away. Well-timed, excellent interception. Mbappe! That's really well manoeuvred. And the shots! And more, and more, and more! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And here's Ribery. And here's Mbappe. He's had a hit! He's through here. Oh, well played.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Caicedo. Ribery. Passing is crisp and sharp. Alexander-Arnold. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Van Dijk. That's Valverde. Roberto Carlos. Neuer has that under control. And that is that.
Milan suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis.
Barusan kalah. Oke. Permainanku kurang hati-hati tadi. Tempat 2.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Well, we're on the way. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Great ball, and he's in. Has a go! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So, a breakthrough already. Alexander-Arnold. Olise. Guti. Martinez. He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Nicely aimed pass. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Olise. And Alexander-Arnold. Olise. Belling. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Milan are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Played right into his path. Roberto Carlos. He's cut it out. Chance to shoot! They've scored! And with that goal comes comfort.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, what a mistake! Decent hit! He's got away with one there.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
And they've switched it over to the other side. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Ashlani. Now, what about a counter-attack? Alexander-Arnold is charging up on the overlap. Terrific header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. DiMarco. De Ligt. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Koundé. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's well spotted. Olise. And Güler. Now who's going to be first to this? And it's Van Dijk. It's a good spell of possession, this. Olise was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Olise. And the pass is intercepted. Belling. Alexander-Arnold. And Koundé. Gabriel, over to the left. Milan heading towards the half-time break. And then very much in their sails. De Jong. Mbappe. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him.
Mbappe, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Roberto Carlos. Güler. Foot in. That Looks a cracking... Olise! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Koundé. And that has
There
put
will
paid
be
to
1
that.
minute added time.
And that is doing no harm at all.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Couler. Now it's Mbappe. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither
Please make
from
sure
here
to
when they
watch
can
the screen for
repeat
an
their first half
information
success
bulletin
with
from the regional
another show of
police
strength?
department.
Milan in control at half-time, 2-0.
Substitutions taking place.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Milan, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
That's beautifully weighted. Roberto Carlos. That'll be a throw. And it's Roberto Carlos. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Attempt, but not quite good enough. Alexander-Arnold. Koundé. Good-looking ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Bellingham. Shot at goal! It's in! The second half sparks straight into life. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Manchester United get themselves back into contention.
Scoring early in this half just takes them
up for a header! And that's gone behind for a goal kick. De Jong. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe.
Alexander-Arnold.
Great hit! And yes, it's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit. That next goal now is absolutely crucial.
Number 11.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Substitutions. The attendance for this match was
A real
72,306.
chance and a real let-off.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts. De Ligt. DiMarco chasing after it. Ashlani proves too strong. Cavani is in a really good position out wide. Mbappe, that is good alertness. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Olise is there and he can get that clear. Threads one in. Lovely ball and the shot! Goal! Milan! And they get themselves in front!
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
After 73 minutes is
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Substitution in progress.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
That is a great pick out. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That has ended up in no man's land. Gently done. De Ligt kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Martinez. Oh, great ball!
Manchester United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Substitutions taking place.
Foden providing an outlet. Oh, what a climb! Sticks it away! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Ashlani. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Alexander-Arnold. And he's in on goal! Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! Ribery. Ashlani.
There will be 5
Now it's
minutes
Cavani.
added time.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Floated through. Big header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now Foden. And it's Ribery. Oh, super ball. It's Cavani! Yes! And they are cruising away.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
2 goals on the day, and he may not... And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Milan pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness,
And a quick announcement
ruthlessness,
for the benefit of anybody who has
relentlessness.
found themselves a little lost
Cavani
today.
claiming the man
Please
of the
look at
match
the screen
award.
for information
There
on
is
how to
very
find your
little
way
room for
around this
argument.
stadium.
ya, perlawanannya juga sangat sengit. Oke bolo, sorry untuk video live-nya saya sekian dulu ya. Lanjut besok lagi, besok main divisi leg